Hey everyone, welcome back to Poplar Preparedness. We're talking here about the 7 canned foods you should be stockpiling. I'm on a budget here, and so I'm going to be showing you budget options. A lot of these are generic brands. If you want to get fancy stuff, go for it. If you want to make canned jars yourself of these different kinds of things or different things like that, awesome. You are just... gold stars for you. I have not gotten into canning so much just yet myself. I am looking forward to canning my first ground beef in the near future. I am a little nervous about that, but I'm looking forward to that. Pop down the comments down below if you have other canned goods you think that people should be stockpiling, but what you're going to see here is going to be supplementing my rice and beans pretty heavily, so check those other comments from other people out. Okay, first things first, canned chili. Canned chili is just awesome. It goes great with rice. If you have your stockpile of rice, your canned chili is going to really spice things up and make things taste a whole lot better. Also, it has meat in there. If you get the stuff with meat, get the stuff with meat. I always get it with beans because it's cheaper with beans, and beans are more protein and more calories anyway. They will make you toot, but that is just fine. So get your canned chili. I'm going to also throw in beef stew with that one as well. Beef stew, this is great value beef stew. Nothing super fancy about it, but this goes great on rice. Wonderful. I always like to throw a can of green beans in with this stuff, but those are both good things to get meat at a reasonable price that you can put in with your rice. So that's number one there. Get kind of like a meaty canned good that you can add with your rice. All right, folks. Luncheon meats or your spams. If you can afford the spams, get the spam. If you can't afford the spam and you can tolerate the luncheon meats, get the luncheon meats. You toast this up in a frying pan, and it's not as good as bacon, but it's somewhere in that vicinity. It's toasty meat. You get this baked all the way through until it's like golden, crispy brown. And oh, it's wonderful. That goes great with eggs. You can also have a side of rice with this, and you're going to be doing pretty darn all right. Number 3. I am a big advocate of these canned raviolis. I believe this is an Aldi version of these, but just think about this. This can right here has 420 calories in it, and you can get these things for like 67 cents, I think, at Aldi right now. I think they're about that same price at Walmart. 67 cents for almost 500 calories. That means you're eating for under $4 for 2,000 calories a day, and all you have to do is just pop that lid off and just eat it straight out of the can. You don't even have to heat that. You can just eat it straight out of the can, and that's relatively tolerable. There's a lot of things that when you pop the lid on the can, you really need to heat up or else it's just yucky. This, not so much. Luncheon meat, don't eat that straight out of the can. That's just, ugh. I don't even want to think about that. Please don't do that. Next up, canned hams here. Number 4 for canned hams. These are just great. You bake these and you have a special meal. This can be a special meal for a family. You have rice and beans that go along with this, but have a canned ham, and that's going to be a special treat for the week. Something that's less special treat for the week is Vienna sausages. If you can tolerate these things, this is a great way to go. These things run about 50 cents. And you are looking at 240 calories for 50 cents. And this is chicken. It's a lot of protein in there. It's got some fat in there, which is good for you. This can got severely dented. I just noticed that as I was looking through things. And that means I'm going to be eating these later today. All right. Chili with beans. These are great. Whereas chili runs you, was it like a $1.50 to $1.99 or something like that for a canned chili? Chili with beans has comparable calories. It's not exactly comparable, but you're running about 400 calories for the chili with beans for like 68 cents, I think they're running right now. For $2, you're going to get 600 calories here. Think about that for a moment. Price-wise, which is a better option, this. You dump this into a pot of rice that you're cooking up, and you have instant beans and rice that tastes good. It's already pre-seasoned, which I really like. These run the same cost as just regular beans, but chili beans come with the seasonings already in them. You dump that in the pot of rice that you're cooking up, and poof, instant dinner. All right, folks, this one is a little bit more unusual. Baked beans. This is the Aldi version of baked beans, but you get these giant cans. I mean, there's a lot in there. You're looking at 900 calories in this can, and I think these things run for like $1.50 or something like that. So comparable in price to one of these, but you're at 900 calories here. This can will keep you alive. Once again, this is something that you can pop the top off of and just start eating it straight out of the can. It's better if you warm it up, but you can eat it straight out of the can and you'll be okay. There's nice sugar in there. It can be used as a dessert. Normally, in normal days, you would not use this as a dessert, but it's got enough sugar in there that you could use it as a dessert. You can put this over rice. That is something that most people aren't used to doing, but it's quite tasty. So I highly recommend this. So you're noticing a theme of me saying beans that are already pre-seasoned so you can dump it in with your rice. And there's good reason for that. Beans take an awful lot of work to cook up. Now, don't think that I don't have lots of beans stored up too, but some days you're just going to be like, let's whip up, we have some leftover rice, what do we do with it? You just throw some canned beans in there and off you go instead of cooking up a whole batch of beans right there. But I think that in a SHTF situation, you're probably going to be having a pot on the fire all the time, just cooking beans, constantly getting those prepped and ready to go. All right, number 7. And I got a bonus one here for you. Petite diced tomatoes with basil and oregano. You dump this into rice and you're going to be a happy person. This is a big thing. You put this in lentils with rice. You just use these in so many different ways. But diced tomatoes with the basil and oregano in there already. And it's just happy taste buds all around. Dump that in the rice. Dump that in your, you can make sauce out of it. You can make spaghetti sauce out of it. You can just do so many things with this. And this is right about $1 at Walmart right now. So that is a big 28-ounce can. Cheaper to buy it in the big bulk as opposed to buying the little skinny cans. All right, bonus one for you guys out there, corned beef hash. If you can stand corned beef hash, if you like corned beef hash, you toast that up in a skillet. Oh, wonderful. Goes with eggs so wonderfully. You can put some fried rice on the side there. This is a great way to get some more calories in your mix. It's got a lot of fat, a lot of protein in there too. Good stuff. Corned beef hash. Do not want to eat this straight out of the can. I promise you on that one. You want to cook this up before you... This is as nasty as luncheon meat until you cook it up. But it does come out nice, and it is a cheap way to get your protein and your fats out there. And it's got the potatoes in there. It's just a good thing all around. Like I said, if you guys are canning your own food, awesome on you. A lot of us are moving towards that and trying to get up to that level. But... keep that up. If you have other canned foods, you're like, hey, why didn't you mention this? Pop that down in the comments below. Please hit the thumbs up. If you like this video, you might want to check out this video right here. Otherwise, I will see you guys later. Steve Poplar out.